Let me welcome all of you to another one of our Spreading Joy Zoom meetings that we do every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and also at 8 p.m. London time on Tuesdays. Okay, so how about everybody unmute right now? Just greet each other, say hello, maybe mention what country you're in.
Hello,
We're from
everybody.
Panama.
Nice to be
Hello,
here.
I'm from
USA.
Montana.
From
Joy,
Minnesota,
Joy.
Australia.
Welcome.
Hello, Henry from Syria.
We're glad you're here. Thank you.
Hello, Australia.
All right. Okay, so you can see it's an international Zoom call. We got people from all over the world on the call live with me today. And of course, being live is always the best. So got a couple more people trying to get in. Let's let them in. All right. Okay, so some of you that have been paying close attention know that there was a death in my family recently. One of my best aunts passed away, and I ended up, driving 6 hours to get to the nearby where the funeral is, and the funeral was today. It was a good funeral. You guys noticed that the word funeral starts with the word fun? Have you guys noticed that? Is there a correlation?
Yes.
You wouldn't think, but maybe there is a correlation. I don't know. Anyway, I did meet a cousin. It's been 46 years since I've seen him. So it was nice to see a cousin I haven't seen for 46 years. So that was kind of fun, I guess. Anyway, from my point of view, anybody who leaves here went off to a better place. So, that's the way I look at it. And so we celebrate their life when they pass away like that. All right. Anyway, so I'm in Utah, and I'm staying with one of my daughters at her place, and give us a chance to kind of bond a little bit better. And 'cause I've been out of the country for such a long time. It wasn't until recently that I came back to the U.S. and spent most of the time in the U.S. in Las Vegas, but right now I'm in Utah, so I'll probably be here for a bit. So I'm all set to stay here for a bit and go from there. So a little update on myself. Anyway, so I'd like to start today off by saying something I've mentioned many times before, and what I mean by that, it's all documented on my YouTube channel. Let me share my screen. What I'm going to share with you, I've said multiple times, even though there still seems to be some confusion out there. So if you go to my YouTube channel, which you can just do a search on YouTube for Bitcoin Ace, click on this logo there, and there you go. Click on videos to get the most recent videos in the order. So this was 2 days ago. So basically, I would say what I'm about to share with you right now, I think we mentioned it here 3 weeks ago. We mentioned it here 2 weeks ago. We mentioned it here 2 weeks ago. We mentioned it here 2 weeks ago. Here 13 days ago. Let's see here. Right here 9 days ago. And right here 6 days ago, and then right here 2 days ago. So all of those videos, I'm pretty sure what I'm about to share with you, I have said this over and over again, that long, yet there has been quite a bit of confusion regardless. But let me make this clear, because the way that we're paid is we have some points of interest. I want to go to, let's close that. Okay. All right, so you can see here we have something that we're referring to as real balance, and we have something here we're referring to perpetual balance. Okay. The confusion happens to be with the perpetual balance, As you can see in my perpetual balance, I currently have $302 sitting there right now, okay, in the perpetual balance. Now, when you have an outstanding loan that you haven't paid back yet, okay, then this balance just will, keep on accumulating until you do pay it back. Now, it doesn't mean that when you pay it back, all the money that you see here is going to go into the real balance. Only part does. The part that does is the days that you didn't use. So we're giving you basically a $50 loan. We're taking $2 of that loan and we're getting you some B&B. So you'd end up with $2 of B&B, $48 of joy. And then you're going to immediately use $1 of that joy for the first day. So that takes it down to 47 on the first day. And let's say you didn't pay off your loan until 5 days later. Okay. And let's say also that the market value of the Joy coin remained more or less the same in that same time frame, because these are all factors that kind of go into what you're going to see when you do pay off the loan. When you pay off the loan, you will notice what goes into the real balance is the remaining time of the joy that you haven't used up yet. So technically, you should have 48 days if the price was to stay the same the entire time. 48 days of making $1 payment automatically every day. But if you only use 5 days and then paid off the loan, then if you take 48 minus 5, that would give you 43. So you'd probably see something like $43, or it could be more or less depending on if the market went up or down, right? Because that is a factor. Okay. Yeah, recently, the market has been down on joy. Okay. So you'd end up with less in this case. That's what moves over immediately. What will be left over are the commissions that are being stored up for you from the people below you that have also taken out loans. So when you pay off your loan, whatever was stored up in your behalf for your upline, it gets released to your upline at that time. So you get the remaining days, and your upline gets paid what was stored up for them. So if it was 5 days, so $5 worth of commissions going up 10 levels, paid out to them at that point. That's how it works. Okay. Some people were thinking that as soon as they pay off the $50 loan, whatever was sitting here, all of it would transfer over to the real balance. And that's never been true. That's not the case. And I've mentioned this over and over again, and yet there still is confusion about it. So I hope I made that clear. Let me ask these guys if I've made it clear. Was today's explanation very clear?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
clear before.
Yes.
Crystal.
All right.
Crystal.
Pretty obvious before.
I just want to make sure that I'm making it really clear, because I don't want anybody to be confused. Confusion is not good for growth. Okay. Yet, so many of the people that opted in to take the loan kind of regret doing that at this stage, because many of them are in places like, Nigeria, for example, where $50 is a lot to come up with, okay, all at once, okay. And they wish they maybe would have topped up from the start, which, you could have just topped up for $5 and then immediately start earning commissions on the people that would do the same thing, join and top up. And we've done our best to try to, steer the whole community in the direction of, joining with the top up option instead of the perpetual option, because really the top up option is for people that already know how to use cryptocurrencies. The perpetual option is really designed specifically for those people who have like no experience at all with cryptocurrency and they need time to learn. And we don't want that to interfere with their ability to complete the 24-hour challenge, right? Because what we're really promoting here is the 24-hour challenge. So if you already know your way around currencies, cryptocurrencies, you don't need an education. You already know basically what to do. You just need the contract address for Joy, and you can add it to your wallet, and then boom, go ahead and top up and get your account started, and then go out there and get the 24-hour challenge done. You sign up 2 people that would do the same thing. Okay. So having some, compassion for those people that are in a state of regret right now, We spent the last 2 days recoding the entire software just for you. Okay. I'm probably talking to about 40,000 of you right now, just to put a number on it. What we've done for you is we've now given you a new option that didn't exist 2 days ago. And what is that option? Well, we're going to call it the ability to park the loan. That's what we're going to basically call it. So you can park your loan and then basically top up from there. And I'm going to have Nick, our programmer, do a demonstration of that momentarily. But we just kind of show you where to find it. Okay. Okay, so you have to go into the perpetual area to get to the parked area. You click there. Right down at the bottom here. Oh, I have to answer these questions first, huh? Is that right, Nick?
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess I'll do it. Do you currently use a crypto wallet? Yes, regularly. Did that work?
Now you don't have a perpetual loan, so you don't get the park option in that way.
Okay, well, I guess I can't show you because that's something Nick's gonna have to show you. But basically, here's the deal,
Yes.
guys. Once you do park the loan, it doesn't mean that your balance is going to move over here. Okay. What it means is that your balance right there is still going to sit there until you do pay off that loan. But what it's going to do is it's going to give you the ability now, after you park it, to actually top up your account. You did not have that ability 2 days ago. You didn't have the option of topping up after you did a loan. But now you'll have the option to top up, but you have to park first, set your loan aside. It's not a permanent thing, it's a temporary thing. You're just going to set it aside and then you're parking it, and then what will happen, you'll start to build your team. So if you have an existing team, or let's say you got 1,000 people below you already, and they all did perpetual loans, right? So you have a whole bunch of commissions being stored up, and you're not collecting on any of it because everybody's working with loan money, which is not real money. That's why we call this real, right? It's ledger money, right? That's what I like to call it. You want ledger money or you want real money, okay? You want the real money that you can take and pay some bills with it, whatever. So in order for that to happen, you'll top up first and then get your immediate downline, the people that you signed up directly to do the same thing if either pay off the loan or park it, right? One or the other, and then top up and get going, right? So I think people have kind of stalled a little bit. You can see it in our charts. Our charts have kind of diminished quite a bit because people are feeling like they're stuck. Okay. And that's too bad. We don't want to see that happen. Okay. So you can see here, if let me do the 30-day chart. So these are daily registrations, but you can tell, they've been coming down. Okay. Anyway, so do understand that now you're going to have this new option that will allow you to park your loan, go ahead and top up, get your team to do the same thing so you can start to get paid. We want you to get paid as fast as possible. And now we're making it even faster with this alteration to our whole website. All the software has been affected. All right, so that's my demonstration. I hope, Nick, you've got the ability to share your screen. Are you a co-host?
Yes.
He is.
All right, so you show us, Nick, and speak clearly. Realize that some of us Americans have a hard time understanding some European accents, so you got to speak even slower, more clear for us, over here in the US especially. All right, so Nick is sharing the screen, and we'll let him take it from there. The floor is yours.
Yes. Here we have the perpetual page. And here are some questions answered so that you get a perpetual. So it also detects that I had no wallet at that moment active in the browser. So those 4 questions
A
gives
little,
me
a,
this
a little
page.
bit louder.
A little bit louder. Okay. So that gives us this page with a perpetual font. The read before clicking I agree. I agreed to the situation to the perpetual. So I got a perpetual, and if the perpetual is active, then I get also option 2, the park mode. At start, it is not parked because we are using it. And the park mode temporarily pauses perpetual distributions and need for the perpetual payback. During parked modes, you can top up, distribute, and withdraw as if you do not have an active perpetual with real joy points, as Ace just told you. When the park mode is off, we are in the perpetual mode, so that we get all in the perpetual balance. If you put it on to the park mode, we see here that we have the park mode is on. More joy and withdrawals are now disabled until you top up with an extra $2 of joy.
Now
And
we
this is
recommend
max-
5, but that's the minimum is 2.
Yeah, okay, I can make it 5, but
No. I like it. Leave it alone. I'm just letting them know that we're if you look at the poster below there, if you go down a little bit, see there it says $5. So $2 of B&B and $3 of joy. Okay.
yeah,
That's
so
$5.
that's normal way when you start with top up.
Yeah. So you want to do a minimum of $2, but 5 is better.
Because this is $2 of joy, and excluding the B&B. I don't talk about the B&B. Okay. So this gives a situation that if you go to the dashboard again, that we have the top up active. The top up was normally with the $50 to pay back, but now we have this standard screen of the normal top up situation when you have no perpetual loan offered. Okay, so here we can top up with $2. The wallet is connected to here has not that amount at the moment, so we can connect a wallet. And
Okay,
below the
go
wallet-
back. That was too slick. You need to show them that part again and explain why you clicked on that button.
The top up.
Perpetual top up.
Yes.
You got this wallet settings button right there, guys. See that there?
Yeah, that's here.
Okay, see
That's the same,
that's
same one as in the menu.
yeah, it's handy right there. I like what he did there. Okay, good
Yes.
job, Nick, on the programming of that.
And normal, if you start, if the people that starts with a perpetual that has no wallet installed normally, because they start without the crypto knowledge. So that's why the wallet setting is here, so you can install or you can connect a wallet from this screen because you had a perpetual running in the wallet. If you go to wallet settings, we can connect the wallets. By connect wallets, we choose the MetaMask in this case. So if you have another wallet, it will list here and you can choose the other ones. Okay. Open this one. Okay. That's a little bit of time. Of course, this one you need passwords. Select that one. You will see that we don't have any money, serious money in here. So, but this is the way that you connect a wallet. Let me save the wallet. Doesn't work. Then we have to confirm it one time, and then the wallet is saved and linked.
So it is a process of connecting the wallet, And then saving the
And-
wallet and confirming. You got to complete all
Yeah.
those steps to properly install the wallet to the website.
If you don't have the network installed, then you also can add the network, but that is normally not necessary. Then we don't have to normally the Tether and the Joy in here, only the BNB. So we can do add Joy wallet. We select the wallet that we want to join, add it to, and say add token. It has also the icon of it. Add it to it. Okay. And then it will be here.
Very nice.
You can also do it for USDT if USDT is not available. Say add token, and it is there. If it also
Excellent work.
was there. Okay. So all at one place now. If you want other tools, the tools of Hunter are also here on the token tools in the footer. But those two options are here now. Okay, we go back to top up. Now we have the wallet connected and available. Then we can say top up the wallet. Okay, you only see that we don't have Joy in here, so we can confirm it, but you'll see that it is not available, so it will revert. Okay.
Well, that transaction failed.
Because we have no Joy in here, so
Oh, right. You got to first purchase the Joy. That's important.
get Joy on the top. We have to get Joy button.
No,
Brings
you
us to
did that too
PancakeSwap.
fast. Nick, you got to slow down for some of us older people that are,
Yes.
you see where he's
Here on-
clicking, guys, at the very get Joy. So if you don't have any Joy, what you do is, you have your wallet open and then click on Get Joy at the top there.
Yes.
And that
That's
opens
okay.
up PancakeSwap.
And it opens PancakeSwap with the USDT and the Joy available. USDT, and here the Joy will come in here. Okay. You know this one. Joy is seen as
Boom.
okay. On top, you have to connect the wallets. Okay. But this wallet has no money in it. It has money in it, but it is here. Okay. The wallet is connected.
Yeah, there's no tether in there, so you need
Yeah.
some USDT to make that happen. So again, if you're
Yeah.
starting from practically zero, the first step would be to buy BNB and then convert some of that BNB to USDT, and then at that point, then you can go and buy some Joy. Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be the order to do it. All right, I think that's clear. I mean, the main
So we can
point
say
is
here-
parking. Yeah.
Oh, 12, 2, or 3. And then click swap, and it will swap, and it will give you this amount.
Yeah,
here.
you have to have USDT to swap, right? Which he doesn't right now. So
Yeah, right. So, and after that, we can say here the 2 and then top up here, and then it will come in the amounts over here.
and then you'd have the ability to make your withdrawal button work at that point.
Yeah, that is this box. This box is now orange. That means that you are below the $2 of Joy. If it is above the $2 of Joy, then it will become green. So it warns you that you have a little bit small amount of Joy for the top-ups, for the distributions. Okay. When there is enough topped up, then this will automatically go to enabled. And in that case, in that situation, directly top you contribute to your sponsors.
Right.
And then each 24 hours later, it will distribute the next cycle.
Yeah, it does it automatically as long as you have enough Joy to distribute. And if you don't, then it will disable itself when you don't have enough Joy in there.
Yeah. If at the moment that your distribution will start and that you don't have enough Joy in there, then it will automatically go to disable. And then it stays disabled until you top up, and then it automatically goes to enable the next cycle.
All right. So what we've done is we're not changing things. We're making people have an option that they can take advantage of, and then they can change things individually.
It's since here is not enough money in here, I have another screen. My real account is change that account. Off. Here I have a Trust Wallet also, but I choose for MetaMask. See how easy it is to change or to log in with an account. I go to Mojoy and enlarge this screen a little bit. Okay. I can go to withdraw. Then I have to process that I can withdraw here. The amount is no.
Yeah, and you meet the bottom requirement. Show them that bottom requirement. Right above the I agree button is the bottom requirement.
Yeah.
Let me read it. It says, in order to turn your withdrawal button on, you must already be holding at least 0.00001 Joy in the wallet you are using for withdrawals on our website, and completely agree with all the terms stated above. Now, if you look at his wallet, he's got 0.00013. So he's got more than enough Joy to meet that requirement. Some people say, "Why is my withdrawal button working?" Well, you didn't meet the requirement there. So imagine if we had 40,000 people suddenly buying $1 worth of Joy so they could meet their requirement. The price would just shoot right up. Okay, that's the idea, guys. We're trying to get the price of Joy to move forward, and we want to make sure that we have a real connection between a wallet that will is able to receive Joy. Okay. And so, it's a small requirement, a $1 per person, small requirement. So, yep.
It is okay.
So we have empowered the user with even more options. A week ago, we empowered you with the option to, turn your withdrawal button on. Okay. And that, because we're well below the price floor. Okay, so the way the software was written before was if we're below the price floor, everybody's withdrawal button gets turned off. Okay, so a week ago we changed that to, okay, well, maybe yours was turned off, but you can turn yourself back on by making an agreement with us that you're going to honor our price floor and our price targets and all that, and you're not going to swap, sell, or send the coin that's in your wallet, your Joy-Coin, unless we're in the zone of being able to do that. And right now, we have to get the price up to 110,000 before we're in the zone. We are currently not in the zone, so nobody should be doing any kind of swapping, selling, or sending the coin to anywhere outside of our website. Okay, because we want to make sure that we got our best shot at moving the price into the zone and up to the price target, which is 200,000, and that is for the month of June. So we want to finish the month of June with a price of over 200,000 per Joy Coin. Right now we're at $56,000 and change, and that's way too low. So each of you have the ability to make an agreement individually that you will follow the agreement. And if you don't, if you agree, if you click I agree and then you violate the agreement, you may lose your entire commissions on all of your downline. And we're not in a hurry to restore you, even if you feel like you made a mistake or whatever. Hey, we want responsible adults in our organization. Okay, so it's important that you read the agreement before clicking I agree. Okay. Now,
Another change that
that
I
was
made is
that was a week ago. What's that?
yes. Another change I made is that I've replaced those two for positions. So code is now on the right side.
I'll come back to that. You're getting ahead of me.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
Let me turn my camera back on. All right.
I will
So
stop sharing.
okay, thank you. I'm going to share my screen instead. Okay, so a week ago we empowered you to turn your own withdrawal button on, and as of now, okay, this is something I told you 2 days ago that we were going to do. Okay, and now we've done it. We've now given you the power to set your loan aside if you want to. Either pay your loan off or set it aside. You know, do one or the other, right? Don't just sit there and do nothing. So, and then if you do set it aside by parking it, then go ahead and top it up, and then get your team below you that you may have already built to do the exact same thing. Either pay off their loan or park it and then top up. And that way you can get real commission sent right to you. And yes, you can withdraw as long as you click, you know, as long as you're in agreement with us, you can withdraw. But just because you're moving a coin from the website over to your wallet doesn't mean that you're free to go and sell it or swap it or send it. You're not free to do that unless we are in the zone. In order to get in the zone, the price must get up to 110,000. When we get to 110,000, the zone is between 100,000 and 110,000. That's the zone. You can buy, sell, trade, swaps, you know, you can do all that except for send. We really want people to avoid sending as much as possible all the time, okay? Because that just makes it more difficult to do the proper administration over everything. But yeah, when we're in the zone, you're free to cash out your coin and get money, okay? By swapping it, selling it, whatever, okay? So let's get in the zone as quickly as possible. Okay, it's only going to take a certain number of you. I feel like we've got, you know, potentially $40,000 sitting there that could be activated now that we've made this option available. If suddenly, you know, our coin was hit with $40,000 of upward pressure pushing the price up because everybody's buying at least $1, okay, that would certainly push the price up way higher. I mean, if $40,000 came in suddenly, you know, buying, the price would probably go to $1 million if there was no selling. So we're not saying that that's what's going to happen. We're just saying that we want to get to the zone. That's 110. And then the zone is between 100,000 and 110, where you're free to cash out at that point. Okay. Your commissions, if that's what you want to do. But on the other hand, since our price target for the month of June, by the end of June, we're going to be at 200,000. Why would you sell so early? Yeah, let's ask Hunter that question. Does it make sense if you know something's going to happen within a few weeks? Does it make sense that you would, you know, just, you know, sell early and miss out on the ability to double your money just by waiting for a couple of weeks? What would you do, Hunter?
Not at all. That doesn't make sense at all. So, yep, park it and wait for a few weeks.
Yeah, let your commissions, you know, compound and build, and then watch the price push up the value of those commissions. When we get to 200,000, you'll have double the money that you know, that you're basically, you earn the money and you're doubling it by letting the price move up. What people need to understand is that Joy Coin needs to be the coin that we save. USDT is not the coin we want to save. We want to use USDT to get more joy, you know? So we should maximize how much joy we can get, because joy is going up. USDT just stays the same. So that's the idea. So I hope we're sitting here at a floor of some sort, you know, and all of you, you know, that are watching this, whether it's live or the recorded version, understand the value of, you know, yes, you can move the coins out of the website into your wallet, but then it makes sense just to let it sit there and let it increase in value as we go from one price target to the next. our price target for the end of 2026 is $1 million per coin. So if you're able to sit on your coin for that long, that's like getting 10 times your money. So whatever you're earning now in the month of June, imagine whatever you earn now could be worth 10 times more than what it is right now, even maybe more. So, if you earned $1,000 this month, imagine that money you earned in June being worth $10,000 in the month of December when we're at our price target of $1 million per coin. Okay. So that's why we want to be a culture of savers. Okay. We want to save joy in our wallet. USDT is not as valuable as joy. Joy is more valuable because it's got that upward potential, and we got a lot of of us pushing hard to make that happen. So it's a fairly safe bet to sit on joy and just let it appreciate in value. Okay. And the more of us that buy into this idea, the more it becomes true. That's the whole point. Okay. All right. So I'm going to now we've got a hand up from Hunter. So Hunter, go ahead and share what your thoughts are.
Yeah, it's just a quick question regarding the edicts of the agreements. Would someone be in violation of that agreement if they purchase something through the MyJoy marketplace,
No,
technically speaking?
no.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd have a record that that's where the transaction took place. So we could definitely check against it. You know what I'm saying? So that would not be a violation because it's being done through our website. So that MyJoy is a part of our website. MoJoy is a part of our website. We have different areas of the website, right? And MyJoy is definitely a part of the website. So, that's the exception to the idea of sending, that we should not send. But you can send all day long if it's going to our website. All right. Then it's your question, Hunter.
Yes.
All right. Lindsay, you got your hand up?
Yes, sorry, just in regards to sending, can you just explain that a little bit better? A little bit more, sorry. I'm sure it was good, but maybe I didn't understand. So,
All right.
like myself, and Josephine, if we're sending joy, did you say that it's a bit of a headache for the admin to keep track of that?
Well, we can certainly keep track of it. It's on the blockchain, but it adds time to keeping track.
Right, gotcha.
If there's ever a question about what happened, like it looks like an apparent violation or something like that, then we go to investigate, and then we see that you first sent it to another address. Some people think that that's how they get away with. People have this idea they can get away with something. You can't get away with anything on the blockchain. Okay, it
Yep.
records all and it never forgets. All right. Just
Yep.
because
So,
you
so
sent
no,
it to
no
one
sending.
wallet and then you sent it from that wallet to another wallet, and you sent it from that wallet to another wallet and another wallet, another wallet. We can always
Yep.
trace it all the way back to the origin of who that person is, and we know it's you. So there's no way to
Right,
hide it,
gotcha.
right? No, I'm not saying you, Lindsay. I'm just saying some
No,
people
I
have the
understand.
mentality that they're trying to beat the system. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You can't beat
Yep.
blockchain. Can't beat it. But it adds time for us to sort things out. So
I
if you take a
understand.
look
Thank
at
you.
your wallet, you have a couple of options here on your wallet. All right, it's going to load here eventually. One option is to swap. Okay, that's basically where you're basically trading your coin for another coin. For example, USDT. You might be trading some Joy for USDT. But the other option is to send. That could be a peer-to-peer activity where you're taking a certain amount of coin and moving it from your wallet over to another party, over to another individual, right? Doesn't even have to be a company. It could just be just another person. Or it could be yourself. I mean, look how many wallets I got. I could send it to myself to this wallet, then send it to that wallet, then send it to that wallet. They each have a different address, and I'm in control of all the wallets. Okay. But look, we don't want you to use the send button when it comes to Joy. Okay. Unless it's going to our website in one form or another. That's the exception. But when you're in the zone, you can swap all day long, cash out, get money. No problem with that. Pay your bills. No problem. We just got to get in the zone. The sooner we get in the zone, the happier all of us are going to be. Okay. All right. Lindsay, I made that clear for you now.
Thank you, Ace.
You're welcome. Okay. Now let me move on now to the point that Nick was going to show us, but I'm going to go ahead and share that myself. Okay. Lots of updates today. See, if you don't come, you miss out on these updates. These are important updates. So there's been a transition over here on the website. This box used to be sitting right there, and this box used to be sitting right there. So they've been a swaparoo between the two boxes. Okay. This is your affiliate code, or what I like to call your referral link. Okay. It says here, click the code above to copy your referral link and invite new affiliates directly underneath you. So if I click on that and I open up a new tab, you can see what people are going to see when you send your referral link to someone. They get a landing page. Okay. This is the landing page where they can sign up. Okay. They can play the video, the new 5-minute video. Okay. Just remember that there's an important part to this video that starts about, it starts about uh, 3 minutes into it. Okay.
The 24-hour challenge is Mojoy offers with using the 2026 over.
Right there with the breaking news. When you see this, this is the new version, and this is the new part of the new version, because the previous part is about the same as it was before. It's just a different voiceover, but other than that, it's pretty much the same thing. So the first 3 minutes are the same, but the last 2 minutes of this 5-minute video, very important information, and it kind of gives you an idea of the difference between someone that would be
Mojoy is breaking
for the
fast
loan.
growth. The 24-hour using cryptocurrency.
So someone like this might be ideal for the perpetual loan, whereas somebody like this might be more ideal for topping up when they get started. Okay. So it just depends if you know how to use cryptocurrencies or not when you come to join us. Okay, because you can actually become a member or an affiliate of our organization. Just an email address, a verified email address, and a password. You don't even have to have a wallet connected in order to use our website. But eventually you're going to need to connect the wallet in order to, make money and all that. So that's for a person that has no experience, they might want to use the perpetual option. So buy them some time so they can just focus on getting 2 people to sign up with an email address and password. It's very, very straightforward and easy to get 2 people to do that. Whereas all the time it might take to teach them how to use cryptocurrency if they don't know how to do that. That's the whole point of the perpetual loan, is for those people. It was never meant for people that know their way around crypto and they know, oh, give me the contract address, I'll add it to my wallet. They already know to do that, people that are experienced. All right, so back to sharing my screen again. So now we're very clear, and this should make a lot more sense. Let's read this paragraph again. The video says it only costs $1 of Joy to get started. It's true. You get started with $1, but we recommend 5. Okay. There is a free option available if you don't know how to use digital currencies like Joy. Okay. For people that don't know, they need an education. Just click the perpetual button and then you can pay the small amount back later. That small amount is $50, by the way. Okay. That's what you're going to do. You're taking out a $50 loan and you got to pay back $50. Or now you have the option of parking that loan, and it's like a fresh start, but you same account, right? Keeping the same account that you've been using. Now you can top up your account after you've parked the loan and build some commissions, and then get in the zone, and then be in a position that you can cash out enough then at that point while we're in the zone in order to pay off the loan. So you can do that later, and then the commissions that are stored up in that loan will eventually come back to you when the people below you do the same thing. Okay. So we've increased the ability with this new option. We've increased your ability to cash out is what we've done. Right, Nick? You now have a faster way to cash out if you took a loan out in the first place. Okay. If you need to, park it. That's the way to go. All right, that's the whole point of today's meeting is that you can park it if you want to. That's the whole point of today's meeting. All right. So that being said, is there anybody that still feels like they're confused about the whole parking thing? Anybody here live with me that's confused on the parking thing? No.
So do we validate parking or?
Joker. Only for you, Joe. We're gonna
No, I think it's
validate.
pretty,
We're
I think it's
gonna
pretty clear.
all right.
Yeah, pretty
We're
clear.
Well, back to a
validate.
couple of my meetings.
We can't promise your car will smell the same, but yeah, okay. But we can validate it for you. All right. Anyway, so that's it. So thank you for coming to. Oh, wait, we got a hand up. Let's go to Jay Torres out of California. How you doing, Jay?
Good, Ace. All right, so apparently I've got to start over again in terms of getting people interested, and because some people are still a little hesitant about how or when to, even with the smaller amount, you know.
Sure.
So my question is, if they're slow as turtles, they
But
don't,
here's the thing. Do you have any personal signups below you right now? Do you have people directly below you that have signed up already?
yeah, yeah,
All right. Are they all perpetual loans or some of them are topped up?
yeah, they're all perpetual.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. You can come back to them and say, hey guys, uh, have them watch this video. This would be the main thing. If you can get them to watch this video where we
Mhm.
explain it very clearly that they can make money. Well, let's not forget something here. This is a business. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Now, if you're in a business, you ever heard of a business that's got nothing to sell and no one's buying anything? Have you ever heard of a business like that?
It doesn't work.
What kind of business would that be? It wouldn't be a business after all, right?
Right.
So obviously we have something to sell, and that would be Joy, the Joy coin. We want people to buy the Joy coin. Okay. That's what they're going to receive. And then they can use that Joy coin. It has utility, so they can use that many different ways, but obviously through our marketplace, that's the most obvious place that you can use it. But yeah, there's more things you could do with it than that. Cryptocurrencies all have the same utility across the board. Okay. So there's a utility for all cryptocurrencies, and that is also true for Joy. Okay. But in addition to that, you have the ability to go to our marketplace and use the Joy coin there. Okay. Which our marketplace, the only currency we accept in our marketplace is Joy. We don't accept dollars, we don't accept pesos, yen, nothing. We only accept Joy in our marketplace. All right, so we just so you come back to them and say, hey, how serious are you? This is what I would do, Jay, if I were you. How serious are you at making it true that you get $5,000 extra money per month? Okay. How serious are you about making that happen? And if they are not serious about making that happen, then you got a dud. But if they go, yeah, Joe, I really could use an extra $5,000 a month. Well, for $5, we can get you started here. This is a business, you know? Show me a business where you can get started for $5 that's going to make you $5,000 a month. It'd be hard to find. We're one of the few options in the world where for $5 you can be making $5,000 a month in as little as your first month.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no, that
That's
makes
why
sense.
that's why they should watch this video and hear it from the horse's mouth, as they say.
Right, right. But
I'll be your salesperson for you. You just
right,
get them.
all right, all right. Well, the only question I have is for the individuals that just don't do anything, although I'll tell them this, but if they don't do anything in the 48 days, the loan just goes away. That's it.
It doesn't go away. It sits there, it sits there until they take action on it. They can do that 3 years from now, and then all of a sudden you got your commission. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but
So
even
it
past the
does it
48,
it doesn't go away. In other words, it's just there.
all right. They still have to pay $50 out of their pocket somewhere along the way,
At some
basically.
point, they need to do that in order to release your commission to you. Yeah,
All right, got you. Okay.
right.
Yeah.
So, there's like a shared responsibility here. My role is to provide a platform that's easy to use, that's profitable, that, it's got proper support for it. You know what I'm saying? That's my role. Okay. And as individuals are the ones promoting, right? Your job is to find qualified people who would help join the effort to spread joy around the world. Okay. So when I say qualified, I think the number one thing that we're looking for is someone that has the desire to work to get $5,000 a month. They bring that to the table, desire. If you have enough desire, of course, $5 is not going to be a big deal. But if you have zero desire, we're pretty much saying you're not qualified. So our qualifications, I don't think you can get lower than that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had a fast food restaurant and I needed a cashier, I would want someone that's willing to commit maybe 40 hours of their time every week to me. Stand in front of that cash register. You know what I'm saying? That's a very large commitment, right? So they'd have to have the desire to do that. So, that's how it works. People that are serious get paid seriously. People that are not serious don't get paid anything. That's just the reality. All right, no, we got a couple of hands, but I'd like to take our lady friend here, our Jersey girl, Mary, first. Okay. Mary, you got your hand up. How are you? How's my Jersey girl?
I'm doing good.
Good.
So this is my question.
Sure.
Before the Mojo platform,
Yes.
I had no problem buying Joy.
Okay.
Now, I don't know, all of a sudden, Joy that was on my MetaMask wallet is gone. But when I go to the website, it shows up, but it doesn't show up in my wallet. And when I go to purchase Joy, it doesn't work. So I don't know
You might
if
have
it's
you
something
might have a corrupted wallet. Sometimes data gets corrupted for one reason or another. Is this on a phone or a computer?
phone.
Okay. You might be dealing with some sort of a data issue that's, exclusively to your device.
Right.
So it's not
I
happening
wasn't
to
sure if
everyone.
other people were having that
Well, let's
problem.
just check. Is there anybody else having that same problem? I see some
What
head shaking now.
what phone do you have, Mary? Is it iPhone or
No,
Android?
I have the other one.
Android?
Android.
Okay.
Yeah, I have an
Yeah,
Android.
but there's a
Yeah.
thousand brands of Android,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's a Samsung.
A Samsung. Well, that's usually a good brand.
Yeah.
But what happens with our phones and especially our phones is that if you're actively using it all the time, it's constantly collecting data, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes depending on the storage the amount of storage that you have on your phone, sometimes you get too much going on there, or it's just glitches that happen. They happen to everyone. We all have experiences with glitches and when it comes to technology. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah. And another thing too, sometimes you have to clear your cache and delete your history,
I
clear
did.
on your phone
I
because
did that.
the same thing will happen on phone as it does on your laptop or desktop. So you have done that. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. On my MetaMask. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
I'm wondering
you should still have your
if,
12 word seed phrase. You have that for your
yeah, I
wallet.
do.
Okay, so that's your safety net. So worst case scenarios, you might be required, and if you were to contact MetaMask or whatever, they might say, you know what, you probably just need to delete MetaMask out of your phone completely, delete it, and then reinstall it
Hmm.
using your
That'd
seed
be my
phrase.
suggestion.
Yeah. Okay.
And
All
then
right.
and then at that point, everything should be restored according to whatever the blockchain is saying, it should be restored.
Okay.
You may have to add the Joy-Coin again as a custom token, but other than that,
Well,
it should be pretty straightforward like that.
yeah, I tried a number of times in reinstalling it, and it's just not working. So I'll
Okay.
just,
Well, thank God Hunter's here because
yeah.
if Hunter can't figure it out, then so yeah, send him a little send him a, what do you call it, a coffee or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll I'm sure he'll give you a few minutes of his time to help you troubleshoot that down to successfully getting the problem resolved for you. Okay.
Okay.
Send me some screenshots, Mary, and I can take a look and see
All right.
what might be best to do next.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, hopefully nothing nefarious is happening because there's also such a thing as, being, what's it called? When someone has access to your information, on your phone. So, yeah, if you, yeah, we
Well,
got
I'm
to,
looking at her wallet right now, and the Joy is still in there.
oh, you're looking at the blockchain, not her phone, but
Yep.
you're looking so you haven't lost anything. That's good, Mary. So it's there. It's just, you just have to be able to get your device to read it. So,
Yeah, I mean, actually, my device that I'm using, I don't even use it as a phone anymore. I just use it as a tablet.
ah,
So, yeah.
okay.
So I'm not worried about, I don't know. I it's probably something minor and we'll figure it out.
That's right.
But
You're in
mhm,
you're in a community that cares, and we got resources. Hunter being one of those resources. But
yes, yes.
we're in your corner. We'll get you through this.
Okay.
All right.
Bye. Thanks.
You're welcome. Back to you, Nick. Thanks for your patience. What would you like to add to this? You can unmute, Nick.
Yeah,
Okay, there you go.
I will unmute. We have a few other options in the system which are new and handsome. If you have a PM or DM to me, you can also copy only your codes. So if you share your screen, Ace, it's pretty easy.
Are you asking me to do something?
Yeah, can you
Oh.
share your screen so I can?
I'm going to share my screen, and he's going to guide me.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, I'm ready to be guided. So I'm sharing my screen, and now we'll go to the website.
Yes.
That's not the website. That's the landing page. There's the website.
In
Okay.
the affiliate code, besides the affiliate code, you have that copy box. And that copies only your code and not the affiliate link.
Ah, that's nice. So if you click here, you get the whole link. If you click here,
Yeah.
you get the code. Let's try it.
Yes.
Cool. That's nice to know. Okay.
So if you PM or DM me and if you PM or DM me and wants to support, I like to have your affiliate code because then I know who you are, etc. That's the Unicode, the easiest way to recognize you in the system.
Yeah, not only is Nick doing programming, but he's also been doing troubleshooting as well. Okay. Which is going to be impossible at some point because, that's why we're going to end up staffing up at some point with people that's just their full-time job. But right now we're lean and mean and small, and we're going to keep it that way until enough people are supporting the system to expand the staff to do it. Okay.
So if you scroll down to the ledger, you have on the right of the show button. A little bit higher. Yeah, there we have download the right of the show button. You have the download button, and that downloads your CSV of that day. So all your data of that day will be downloaded. So you get an Excel sheet. Yeah, for instance, the CSV data, so it will be readable by a few tools. So here you get your data. It's always of one day. The day that you selected in the ledger, that is downloadable this way.
Lots of records.
Yes.
So we have plenty to look over. So if, all these details matter because, we're prepared to go through any audit. If you want to audit it, because you think they're missing a commission, it should show up.
Straight name in there. Okay.
I do like the fact that you're now saying perpetual received and perpetual
Yeah.
sent, right?
And
real
received and
real
real sent.
received and real sent,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that was the option to tell you. Okay.
Perpetual total, real total, perpetual received, real received. So right here you got the totals, right?
Yeah, the totals is of whole your day, and perpetual received and reel received, that is only for the page that you're watching at that moment. It's now
And you-
50 rows.
You can pull up data in any day, like I could look at yesterday, for example, 529 records yesterday or the day before, 516 records the day before. So yeah, we're providing you with all the data. We want you to have full confidence in what we're doing, that you're getting paid according to what we told you, the way you're going to get paid. And documentation beats conversation, and that's what this ledger is all about. That is documentation. You're getting paid.
The only thing is that the last few days I had to reprogram the distribution code of the website. And it means that it is possible that there are some records not available and not
Right.
available anymore. So that you have some loss in that way, but that is part of the start of the system, I would say.
We're just making daily improvements to what we're doing, is what he's trying to say in plain English. So we're only getting better at each passing day.
So,
And that's because we want all of you to reach the goal, making $5,000 or more per month, and we have the goal as well to have enough people, buying Joy all the time, new people join us or whatever, that there's enough people buying all the time that we can come in and we can cash out and use that money to pay bills or whatever. Right? So that's the other part of it. We don't want just you to earn money that's going to sit on a screen. We'd like your 5,000 to be, you can cash it out if you want to, or you could sit on it and watch that 5,000 turn into 50,000 in the end of the year. That'd be cool, right? But you'd have the option to do that either way. But that's the whole point. If you're part of Mojoy, we hopefully have instilled a desire to earn $5,000 a month. We hope we've infected you with that desire to have an extra $5,000 a month to help you pay your bills. That's the whole point of joining Mojoy. Help you pay your bills. That's it. All right. Now, you're not limited to $5,000 a month, but we feel like that could be achieved in your first month. Okay. How are you going to achieve that? By promoting the 24-hour challenge. And how do you promote the 24-hour challenge? You say it like this. You can text it to someone. You can say, I found a way to make an extra $5,000 a month. Would you like me to show you? Simple. Send that to 10, 15, 20 people. You'll sign up 2 people. Because you get on a Zoom call with them, you show them how the website works, you go over the landing page with them, you answer all their questions, and you help them fill out their registration form and make a choice, top up or perpetual, right? And you're there with them, holding their hand while they're making that decision. Okay. And if they got any crypto experience at all, they should definitely do top up. It's just the way to go. It's the cleaner, more straightforward way to go. But yeah, in the case of someone, if the education is going to interfere with their ability for them to complete the 24-hour challenge, then the perpetual is the way to go. But we make money. I'm going to make this really clear. We're not making money by promoting Joy. We're not making money by promoting digital products and services. No. We make money promoting an activity. We call that activity the 24-hour challenge. You become really an expert at promoting the 24-hour challenge. Not only can that lead you to making an extra $5,000 a month, but like take me, for example, I've become a millionaire with different projects over and over again because I use the 24-hour challenge to build teams. It's the fastest way to build a team, and it gets people really focused. And then there's none of this, funny business where people think they can get something for nothing. We're asking you to do the work one time, but then we're going to pay you for that work you did over and over again every day for the rest of your life. That's what a 24-hour challenge is. You do something once so you can get paid for it over and over and over and over again. That's a good idea, right? That's why it's called the 24-hour challenge. Get the work done, then you'll be paid on it ongoing. And then duplicate that. Support your new people that complete the challenge, help them to get 2 people to also complete the challenge. So you've completed the challenge and your people that you brought in also completed the challenge. And then that creates a perpetual motion towards a team growing very, very fast. You want a team that's practically doubling in size every day. I mean, it doesn't have to grow that fast, but hey, that's what the 24-hour challenge is proposing, that you can build a $5,000 income in just 10 days, only 10 days. If everything was perfect, it'd only take 10 days to create a $5,000 a month income that you could count on every month for the rest of your life. And you don't have to stop there. You could turn that into $1 million a month. It's as big as you want to build it. You're not limited on just 2 people. You can put as many people front line to you as you want. And for example, if you got 5 people who got 5 people who got 5 people, and I'm sure one of you is going to do this, and that happens on 10 levels, okay? Your income will be $1.2 million a day, not a month, a day in Mojoy. Somebody's going to do it. It's a really big team. You're talking about a team of like 15 million people to go 5 by 5 by 5, 10 levels. But yeah, one of you is going to do it, because if you're in now, you're in early enough before the other, 3 or 4 billion people hear about this thing. You're hearing about it, before they do. And that's what you want. You want to be early. You get a chance of getting paid the biggest amount of money. So get 2 done, and then that builds confidence that you can do more, and then just keep adding to it from there. And let me just end today by just reminding you, probably the number one challenge you're going to find is not me, it's not Nick, it's not the website, it's not the code, it's not the rules, it's none of that. That's not your challenge. Probably the number one challenge you're going to find is yourself. You challenging you to believe enough in yourself that you can find 2 people that will take this serious. And then they would do likewise. Just the challenge of lacking the belief. And let me tell you, some of us live in dark spaces where it's really hard to come up with belief. I hope to inspire you just for a little pinprick of light to come into that darkness and expand and come towards you and swallow you up and get you to the point where you go from low confidence to high confidence. Because you can't put a price on that. When your confidence is so high about yourself and in your ability to communicate, your ability to motivate, your ability to inspire, your ability to drive, your ability to love and to guide and to help and to assist, when you believe you can do all of that, then you'll do it. It's the lack of belief that stops us from even trying. So let me finish on that thought there. I'm calling all of you out. Believe more in you. Believe in yourself. And this will be easy if that's the case. All right? That's it. So we'll go ahead and let's go ahead and end it now. Let's go ahead and have everybody unmute and say joy to the world. Okay? Joy to the world.
Joy to the world.
Joy to the
To the
world.
world.
I'm a believer.
Love it, love it, love it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Nice.